So a lot of you know, a few weeks ago, Todd and I were privileged to attend the TNLF, maybe, Texas Nursery. It's A. TNLA, Texas Nursery and Landscaping Association Conference. And we had a blast and learned so much there. But the really cool thing was we had the opportunity to meet a lot of farmers, a lot of growers from right here in the state of Texas, who we plan on ordering plants from. What a great time we had there. A whole lot of stuff we learned, a whole lot of bags full of materials and homework we went home with. And that's really how you make a garden center come to life. So it's really important to us to have the best quality flowers, but we also want to have some stuff that was born and raised in Texas just like us, and the timeline on that gets tricky, right?
So we're like 17 months from open.
Sure.
Why wouldn't we open in 4 months?
Right. So Todd and I get this question a lot, right? So we're about 17 months away from opening. That's what he said. And that's a real thing. People ask us all the time, well, why don't you have it open for fall flowers? Or why can't it be open for spring coming up here really soon? And I get it. I wish we could open it that fast. But there's some lead time in the gardening industry, right? The plants for the spring are already booked up, right? So it's really, really challenging to get them, which is awesome. That means people are buying them and they're selling them and they're supporting the agriculture industry here in Texas. But we really want to, we'd love to do it tomorrow.
Plants have lead time.
But we can't do it tomorrow unless you want to be on a mud pit. But Todd and I always talk about, we want to do it right. And to be able to do it right and to get the best quality plants from the growers, I got a whole lot of respect for the process. And the process is, this is a seasonal industry. You place orders really, really early to get the best products. And that's the business that we're in, and we're going to play by all of those rules. But 17 months, sometimes it feels like a lot, and I understand when friends and family and the folks in Marshall are here like, bring it on today. I completely get that.
I love the enthusiasm.
I do. I love it so much. And we've got some ideas about, once we're a little closer, partnering up with some friends in the industry to do some pop-up events and to have some things that are unique just for Marshall. But we don't need to do that yet because we got to do stuff right.
Hey, I'm Todd Johnson with the Marshall Garden Company, and this is where we're at today, making progress. We're gonna have power next week. We can start irrigating. We have some water next week. We got our electrical ran all the way from here, all the way underground, all the way up to that box up there. We're gonna have power connected this next week, so we'll have power on the property. So we got the plumbing coming in up here. The form boards for the concrete has all been put in place. Concrete is getting ready to get ran next week. We've got all of our plumbing put in place. It's all roughed in, and we're ready to pour some concrete. So we got our form boards put in place for our concrete. We've got all of our rough in done for our plumbing, and our electrical is all run underground, so we have power to where the building's going to be. And this is our ready to have concrete poured next week.
So Todd, tell me a little bit about what timelines look like for building something like this.
So we're having the metal steel building built. It's getting built at the factory today, and it shouldn't be done for about another 3 weeks. And so we've got, all the electrical rough in, all the stuff you've got to do for concrete for the building to be built on top of. It's all been done now. And so we've got, next week, which is the first week of September, we're going into concrete week. And then, mid-September, we'll be having a building delivered. And then we'll go into putting the building and erecting it.
Talk to me about building the foundation and what that means to you.
So what we're standing on right here is actually the porch. This is the concrete for the porch. The actual foundation is on this side of this board. So this is the foundation of the building. we're building a 40 by 50 steel building here with a 10-foot porch all the way around it. And so it's a pretty good, size piece. We're putting floor drains in the building, and we're putting floor drains in the bathrooms. Those pipes back there are the bathrooms.
So the porch was always an important part of this, right? And it's really cool to see that we're gonna have 10-foot worth of porch just for people to hang out, right?
That's it.
And
Be chairs and rocking chairs right here. Be plants. I imagine stuff hanging from the top with plants. Maybe some ceiling fans.
And for me, like, I think about Todd, and you can correct me if I say something wrong, but like, I see us having on this porch, it's a place for Todd and I and our employees to talk through with people their garden design, what they want their landscape design to be. One of the things we want to offer to people is a whole lot of education on how to set up your foundational plants versus what you need to do with annuals and perennials, and how to use different gardening fertilizers and amendments and all that kind of stuff. So when we see this space, there's not a whole lot here today, but there's so much vision for what it's gonna be.
That's right.
I thought it'd be fun, Todd, and this could be completely crazy and look weird on YouTube, but we'll try it, and if it's crazy, we just won't post it. But like, maybe walk through where you see the front door being and how a customer's gonna walk in. That may be cool to do.
Yeah, so the front door is going to be about right here in the scheme of things. And so, you're going to come in, and let's show it in the front here so we can kind of see how far we are from the road. If you step out past the porch, we're 50 feet from the road. And so we're going to have a drive path here in the front, and this right here will be landscaped. So we'll have good green gardens on both sides, flower gardens, not.
So almost like a front porch, right?
Like
so in our
porch.
mind, there's going to be parking situation, roadway situation,
Over there.
and then there's going to be flower beds in front of the porch, some sort of walkway.
Walkway, flower beds, green space, lots of green space here. And then you come into a porch that's, not much different than a home porch. So flow of traffic will come down the porch this way into the front door, which would be here, which is about mid space of the building.
Can I say something funny I just
Sure.
thought about? So this is cheesy, but when we've been talking about building this porch on here and having our rocking chairs, and it made me think about the Cracker Barrel and all their logo drama they got right now.
Yeah. The porch will be a lot like the Cracker Barrel porch. Is kind of what we're going for there.
Minus the logo drama.
Yeah. So standing at the front door, we've got right to the left of the front door is going to be the checkout area, and then we'll have office areas in this space over here, and then this will be mainly retail space, maybe a sitting space area over here to have that good conversations, maybe in the air conditioned, not on the front porch where it's hot. And so and then we'll have refreshments and restrooms, all that on that side of the building over there. And then more retail space on that front corner, and then here.
What's out here?
So
All right.
we'll have windows along this wall, to be able to look out and see, out. And so hopefully, in the next 2 weeks, we'll have concrete laid out here, and we'll be able to update again and kind of go from that point and be moving forward.
Thanks, Todd.
Yep.
I'm Melissa Johnson, and we are on site at the future home of the Marshall Garden Company. I got it right. We're on the back end of the building, or what I would call the back end of the building, And this is our receiving area. So behind our building, there's going to be a roadway, and it'll be where the trucks deliver the great flowers, the great plants from the growers right here out of the state of Texas, because we are dedicated to getting some stuff right here in Texas. This area is where if you ordered a whole lot of plants and you needed help loading and getting that stuff to your home, this is where that'll happen. But we also foresee on this far side over here, we'll keep hardscapes, things like rocks, soil, mulch, that sort of stuff that's a little bit heavier, not as pretty to look at, but it's the stuff that makes your garden the jam. Todd is incredibly excited because we're gonna have power next week. That's a big deal. It took a lot to get the power run like we needed it run, but my gosh, I'm thankful for the people at SWEPCO and the folks at Tex-Mex Construction, and who else helped us with that part of this project?
Yeah, that's it.
I'm really thankful for them because they helped us do it right. We really wanted everything kind of run underground, and you know, the smart people that do that kind of stuff, they got to help you do that right. We got a whole pond over here. We're gonna have a whole lot of irrigation around here, and for them to help us make sure we do this right means the world to me. I got to go see what Todd's pointing out to me though. Deer tracks. Oh my God, y'all pray for us and the deer.
That's this morning.
Pray for us and the deer because they live here, and I'm gonna share this pond with them. I'm trying to share this space with them, but my God, they cannot eat up my plants. They can't eat them all up.
Yeah, they're going to go over there.
Oh, the deer.
Yeah, that's this morning.
Yeah.
He was headed that way.
Well, that means they already learning which way they got to drink from, because we're not going to take the water from them, but they can't have this side of the pond. They got to have the back side of the pond. What we going to be doing this winter?
We're going to cover all this with landscape tarp. It's all going to get covered right here.
We got a farm. What is a farm?
It's what holds the concrete in.
A farm is what holds the concrete in. And that's your lesson in the building part of this garden center.